everyone. This is Staicha from Allfather-Metal, and I am beyond excited to be here talking to Markus Grosskopf, which apparently is
Overexcited. I'm overexcited to be at the show.
perfect. Well, if anybody doesn't know, Markus is the bass player for the legendary power metal giant Helloween. So thank you so much, Markus, for taking the time to talk to me today.
All right, thank you to have me in. Appreciating.
Yeah, well, I know you were about to kick off another massive North American tour, which is fantastic for me because I checked and I haven't seen you since 2023, which, yeah, isn't that long ago, but for me, it feels like a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see you in Toronto next month.
All right.
Yes. And I mean, obviously, you guys put so much into your stage show, and I just wanted to open talking a little bit about that because even, the last time I saw you, it's you put on one of those shows that, if you look away for 2 seconds, you're gonna miss something. It's such a big performance, which makes sense because you guys have been at this for, I mean, and you personally, especially, have been at it for over 40 years. So
Yeah.
one of the things I wanted to ask you was, how do you keep that feeling fresh, even for yourself? Because, you play a lot of these amazing crowd-pleasing hits, but, how do you keep that fresh for so many years?
It's just like it's always something very, very different what we do when we write songs. And also, I really, really do appreciate what I'm doing because what I what I'm allowed to do because I think we're privileged to do this, not everybody can go out there making a living with music. I mean, you gotta just I'll never forget where I was coming from, doing an apprenticeship with the butcher station, working here, working there. So I really, really do appreciate where I'm coming from. And if I would be complain about anything that goes on in my career or that's wrong or that's different or I don't like this, a lightning should immediately strike me, It's so much better than do anything else
Yeah.
for, for the money, It's just like so wonderful being able to do this music business, or also, even if it's a business and you have like some very, very hard times with the business side of it and all that kind of stuff. But it all belongs together, it's a job. But it's a job you can, it's not only a job, it's a life. For me, it's a life, It's just like a big part of my life and it's always like there. Even if I'm not doing music, I'm running on the street. I might have an idea in my head and I'm taking my mobile and then getting some recording, some melodies. It's just like there all the time, You can write a song on a toilet on a fucking South America airport toilet. Why does this idea hits you right there? Do I need an island to be inspired? No, I need a fucking toilet, It's
I'm gonna
just
use
like
that now.
it's just like I really do appreciate what I what I'm allowed to do still in my age and with all those 40 years, Just because I never forget where I came from and how much I worked my ass off to be
Yes.
able to do this, right?
Absolutely. And I mean, touring is such hard work. I think it's more than your average person really realizes. But we really appreciate it too, us on the other side of the stage.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is like something we are used to when we started off being 20 years old. So if you're doing it constantly, starting it when you're very young, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's really really easy, but you're used to the routine on tour, and
Yeah.
you're never going to ask why do we have to wait for a plane, why is that here, why is that time change. It's there and you're going to live this life, because I'm used to it. I know what to expect going on tour. I know what to expect working on an album and all that kind of stuff. And I would say if a normal, well, if you're coming from a normal job, 9 to 5, suddenly jumping into this, it might be very, very, very crazy
Yeah.
if you don't know what's going on, and after 1 week you would like to go home again.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it from the scratch, if you start with 20 and constantly doing this, you kind of get used to this craziness, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So after, doing this for so long, did some of those classic songs that you have been playing on stage, do they still have the same meaning for you, or would you say that's kind of changed over the years?
No, they definitely have the same meaning because, like, if you listen to Eagle Fly Free, you know, it's always like on the track. It's all that you can hear the lyrics and it fits in our time right now. And
Oh, yeah.
a lot of songs are working like this. It's not been a picture from that very time when it was written. It's still working. It's still on the track right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's another one. I love seeing that one live. The crowd gets into a frenzy over it.
Yeah.
Are there any deep cuts maybe that you're excited to resurrect, or maybe even deep cuts that you feel like don't get enough playtime when you're on the stage?
Yeah, it's hard to say for me because when I play them, I love them all. It's all
Yeah.
our babies, and playing them, you're kind of really, really, really into it. It's your baby while you play each and every note the best way you can.
Mhm.
So it's hard to say it's not gonna be as good or as functional like the other songs. I mean, I think you have to ask the audience for this. To
Yeah.
me, it's each and every note is like a baby, a part of me, so to say.
It's so nice to see like some of the switch up. I mean, I know you'll always play like some of those standards that like we really want to hear, but it's nice, from tour to tour to hear
Yeah,
these different things, and some that you're like, "Oh my gosh, this is my favorite," and I didn't think that they
yeah,
would
yeah.
play it. And
Yeah.
those
Well,
moments are incredible.
yeah. Well, we have a manager, Jan Bayati, as you probably know him, or I don't know, from the management. Is most of the time he's going to be there, and then he's going to face the show like a fan.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple of songs that we change because he says, let's try another song tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he's in the audience and he feels he's always in the audience. He's not going out somewhere and then coming back. He's watching each and every show, telling us, well, it might be working better if you change songs. We have two or three songs that we can change in the beginning. This is working better. I was in the audience. The audience was hotter when this song was played. And he tells us, well, let's try it this way. Let's try this way. Let's try another song tomorrow on the next show. And then he's been in the audience saying, all right, this is working much better. Just leave it like this. Don't touch it. You know, we have him there and he's telling us about, he is our audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so nice. Like a secret reviewer. Just
yeah. He's
yeah.
always there. Right.
That's fantastic. And it must make
Mhm.
it also feel kind of fresh for you because if it's like, well, let's switch it up tomorrow, it's like, oh, good, trying something different kind of
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we try and as long as everything works is fine, but then it might be just a little song, just one song or two songs that we change to any other songs, and then the set is done. You know,
yeah, yeah. That's
it's
fantastic.
working very good this way.
Yeah,
So we're not alone. We
yeah.
always have people surrounding us, telling us, "Shut up and play," so to say.
So speaking of being not alone on stage, you're being supported by Beast in Black this tour.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cool band.
yeah.
It's nice. It's good. It's a very good band. It's very different from what Halloween is doing. It's quite melodic, and it has sometimes this kind of disco beat going on,
Oh
even,
wow.
which is kind of cool. Doing it with heavy guitars. It's kind of nice. It seems to be a well working package. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who have been some of your favorite bands over the years to share a stage with?
Oh, to share a stage with. Well, over the years, we played with Scorpions. We played with Ronnie James Dio when he was alive. We even played with Ozzy on some Ozfest.
Oh,
We even played with, well, you name them, with
yeah.
Pantera on some festivals. with all of them. With Deep Purple was fantastic to play with. We played with Kiss on the last South American tour. They invited us to open up. Then there was like Helloween, Deep Purple, Scorpions, and Kiss. That was a hell of a great tour.
Yeah.
And it's just fantastic. It's just like when Dio was still alive. We did some festivals with Ronnie James Dio. It was killer. You know,
Yeah.
wonderful. I remember each moment of it.
That's the thing too. You've shared the stage with so many massive names, which obviously makes sense because you are also a massive name. And
Yeah,
I was looking through, some of these old tours, and it's one of those things where I'm like, man, I would have killed to be in that audience.
yeah.
But knowing that
With
you played with
all right.
so many huge names, is there anyone that maybe you haven't shared the stage with that you would still want to share a stage with? Like anyone you'd want to tour with?
Who was, yeah, with the Who.
Oh,
I'm a big The Who fan, but they're kind of, well, they're still existing, but they wouldn't get us on the same festivals anyway.
I mean, you never know. I've seen some very
No,
unique lineups.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or I would like to play with the Stray Kids. I'm a big Stray Kids fan, but it
Oh.
never happened. It never happens.
Yeah, I know what you mean, right? Because like the musical diversity, but I don't know. Never say never. If it
So
ever
far,
happens, I'll buy tickets.
the funny thing about the South American festival tour we did was what I was mentioned with Halloween, Deep Purple, Scorpions, and Kiss is like we were invited to open up that bit. And funny wise, uh, me being 60, not even the oldest in the band now, we were just like the youngest band on that tour.
Oh, wow.
That's what I found kind of crazy. We were the youngsters on that tour because Deep Purple is like a little bit older than us, Kiss as well, and the Scorpions. They all started like 10 years before us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But people buy for those legacy acts, right? I mean, I've seen
yeah,
people
yeah.
live as well, and
It was,
it's and bands like you've done it for so long that like that's a stage show that you never want to miss because you're not figuring it out or just starting out. It's like you have all of your stuff together, and it's even if you're introducing someone. So when I saw you in 2023, I brought a friend who wasn't familiar and left being a fan because the show is like that. You go
there
through,
you go. There you go.
yeah.
It's we need young people coming in, keeping it all up.
Yeah.
In Germany, we have well, there's like three different generations coming to our shows
Yes.
in Europe, right? It's like the grandpa, the son, and the son of a son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And that's the best way to do it. You
yeah,
keep, and it's probably, why your discography is so strong because you just keep picking up fans along the way.
yeah, it's like that seem to like it. I don't know what it is. We play kind of club shows in North America and in Canada. I don't know if like traditional heavy metal, old school heavy metal is not so big in North America and Canada, right? Because we're kind of old fashioned kind of dudes. But what the hell? We're coming and we do our thing and we just don't care. You get what you get, and what you get is a real fucking thing. That
Yeah.
it's a real emotion. It's that's what we are, and we
Yes.
don't want to pretend to be something else.
Mhm.
That's what you get. That's what we like to be.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what your fans like. That's what I love
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
And you can really, really tell when you're watching you guys on stage. So after doing this for so long, what is maybe the funniest or silliest thing that's ever happened to you while you were on stage?
I don't know. Funny is always when you fall over and then trying to get up again, pretending you are so cool and pretending nobody saw it.
Oh, wow.
But then there's like thousands of people having a little laugh.
Yeah. It's hard too now because everybody has phones. So I feel like you're like,
Yeah,
oh, well, they saw what
yeah.
they saw.
But it's a different rock and roll world than it used to be in the 80s or something. Then now, after like 3 hours after the show, I go to my mobile and watch my own show that I just did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. And that's a great one too. Just being like, oh, Great reception already.
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
So switching gears from our tour talk though, I have a couple of questions that I was just so excited to ask you, just as someone who's been a fan and sort of, seen all of the directions that you've taken over the years. What would you say is the most challenging album you've recorded? Challenging
The
for you.
challenging. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It was probably one of the most challenging was like with the reunion we did, the first one, because we didn't know, well, we knew people like it, but then booking booking the shows was kind of challenging because we never know, you couldn't really know if the people are coming in very, very massively or not.
Right.
That was kind of risky, but challenging in a way. Challenging was also when we started the lineup with Andy Darius was kind of challenging coming from my having Michael Kiske in, replacing Michael Kiske
Yeah.
was kind of challenging too. But it was all everything was working so well because we were trying hard and we were giving it all the best.
Yeah.
Each note was there from coming from the heart, and we thought, well, just let's do it. That's what we're doing. That's what we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. Well,
Get it out.
and I feel like, and you haven't been scared because you have explored so much. And, with the changes that you've seen since 85,
Mhm.
it feels like you've always kind of found a direction to go or found a way to make it work. So, are there any, maybe musical directions that you haven't taken yet that you'd still be interested in trying out?
With Halloween,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we did a lot of stuff. Sometimes we have songs coming from any songwriter where we think that's actually a cool song, but isn't it light years off what Halloween is actually doing? And then sometimes they're doing it, trying to recording it in a Halloween way, and it works.
Yeah.
But the Halloween has a great range of writing songs anyway.
Yes.
Because if you take some bands, they're sounding like this, and they never go right or left. They never change style, which is kind of cool. If you want to listen to an AC/DC album, you don't want to hear some pop rock. You want to hear pure AC/DC. That's it. But with Halloween, it's very different because we're like a lot of songwriters. Everybody's writing very, very differently because there's like a lot of different characters having different ideas, and we kind of recorded very different stuff. What else can you do? You cannot do a jazzy type of thing with Halloween.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be it wouldn't be well. I play some jazzy bass here and there.
It's true. You
people
have.
people people say sometimes they say, "Oh, don't play that jazzy shit." But
I think it's
anyway, we got a wide range of of what we can do with the music still being Halloween, and that's kind of cool. I'm proud of that.
And that's the thing too. You're never bored. I mean, there's so many like eras of Halloween you can listen to. So we kind of no matter what mood you're in, I mean, when you're a fan, it's nice because it's not like you're just listening to the same thing. So if you're like, okay, well, I've listened to Walls of Jericho a lot, and maybe you're just like, okay, well, maybe like I'm in the mood for, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 today. So you can just kind of like mix up what you're interested in. And I
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate that you have such a big variety to choose from.
yeah. I think it's very cool, especially with the two or even three singers we got now. You have one album where you have that even much more bigger variety because of the different voices and of the
Yes.
very, very different styles. That's even on one album. You have so much variety. I mean, I kind of love it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Seeing it live when in 2023, just all the singers there, I was so amazed with how well it worked.
Yeah.
And
We-
it's the vocal styles, right? It's like it's so much. So
yeah.
what you expect with Halloween, you've got those big vocals, and now it's like
It's
you've got more people to carry that, and the
yeah,
energy
yeah.
never ran out.
I tell you, something that for me it's a very, very big surprise when with this record and with the first record we did, because nobody's really asking me. I do my bass parts and all that kind of stuff. They do the guitars and whatever happens, but nobody's really asking me, what do you think, who's going to sing that song or that song? It's going to be between the singers, some producers, some band members. I just keep myself out of it. And but then I have the surprise when the record is done. I'm listening to it to the first time. I never knew what singer's gonna sing
Oh, wow.
that song or that song or that song. It's a surprise for me when the record comes out, and that's kind of really, really cool. I love that.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I know, so I did read a little bit about the songs that you've written, and I know that in some interviews you've said that some of the stuff you've written just kind of gets pushed over to some B-sides.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just wanted to ask, if there's anything, that you've written that you feel really proud of, that, you're like, go back and listen to this song I wrote.
Well, if it were a community, right, and
Yeah.
everybody has a voice, of course, and we're discussing it for a long time, and I'm a team player, right?
Yeah.
And as a team player, you got to go with what they say, with what they want, with what they think is the best album you can bring out. Of course, it hurts when your song goes down the bin or only being on a B side, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's working. The whole the whole thing is working so well that there's no reason to be sad about it. Of course, you cry in tears a little at night when nobody sees it because it's your baby. But
Yeah.
in the end of the day, you have a killer record. Maybe I do a solo album with all that stuff someday.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and that's probably the best way to do it, especially because, there've been, different members over the years, and I think maybe the ability to just roll with it and do whatever works it has got to be
yeah,
a huge contributor to the success that you've had.
it is. It is. I mean, you just go with whatever people like. It's cool.
Yeah.
And the past was telling us the decision we made was always right because it was working and we were touring and it was keeping up the whole thing.
Yeah.
So why complain? Of course it's not. Uh, 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 you'll be a little bit sad about it, but so what? I'm
You know
still
what?
alive. I'm still alive, and I take it like a man.
And I guarantee that every single song you've written that is on a B-side, somewhere there's someone who that is their
Yeah,
favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a great thing about it. Even on some like special editions or something.
Yeah.
And that's cool. It's cool. People can look for it.
Yep, for sure. And it's like no matter what, whatever you put out there, there is going to be, yeah, someone who appreciates that, down to
Definitely,
the core.
definitely. It's all fine. I can live with it.
Yeah,
I learned to live with a with a cloud above my head from time to time.
whatever works.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, I know you're busy. I just have one more question to
All
ask.
right. All right.
Now, I usually end with a question that's a little more whimsical. So, what I wanted to ask you was if you were on a desert island and you could only have one kind of beer with you for the rest of your life, what would it
Yeah.
be?
Java. You know Java?
I don't.
It's
How's it
from
spelled?
Germany. It's
Oh,
from
it's
the
from,
northern. It's from the northern part of Germany.
is it a like a
Jever. Jeva.
EVEI? Well, I
R
definitely need
R
to pick that up now.
like Robert.
Oh, 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 Haver Brewery. Oh,
Jeva.
wow. Oh, a Pilsner. Oh, that'd be great on a
Pilsner.
desert
Yeah,
island.
yeah. It
Yeah.
comes from a. It comes from a. You can Google that. It comes from a place called Jeva.
Yeah, I have it up on my phone now because now I need to remember to try to find some.
It has a green label.
Yep, I
It
got it up
tastes.
right here. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my favorite.
Apparently I can get it at the LCBO. So here in Ontario, I can go pick one up. So that's going to be
Yeah,
what
I
I
don't know if
do.
it's going to be the same when they export it,
Yeah.
but it should be similar.
I think it does. I think it has to be. It's
Yeah.
got to be, right? Like they're just pulling it.
All right.
Perfect.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you
Then
so much.
have a Jeva on me.
Yeah, I will. All right. Thank you so much, Marcus. I know you're so busy, so I really appreciate you
All
taking.
right. Thank you. I appreciate.
I
My
can't wait to see you
pleasure.
in Toronto, April.